Hello, Math A students. I'd like to give you a little brief introduction to Canvas if you haven't used it before. So this is the www.sierracollege.edu, the campus homepage. And up in the upper right here, you'll see a link to Canvas. So this will take you to Sierra College's Canvas website. Your username and password are the same as for my Sierra and for your Sierra College email. So then you log in. And the dashboard looks a little different now. It's been updated. So if you've used Canvas before, you might be surprised at how different it looks. So your courses will be here in your dashboard. So this part looks a little different. Once you get into it, it looks the same as you've always known it to look. So here is the course Summer 16 Online Math A. So I click here and it's going to take me to the course. And here's going to be the opening home page that you see for our course. And I don't use Canvas a lot, but I will use it for these graphing assignments to make it so that you have a way to submit them to me easily. So this is the home page. People, if you haven't used Canvas before, the people button shows you all people in your class, which is pretty cool. So if people have a picture of themselves, you can actually see them. And I can see when you've accessed Canvas, which is awesome. And you can chat with each other. If you click on somebody's name, then you can message with them. So that's kind of cool. In the files area, I use it like a file cabinet. So it has all the same documents that are in my math lab of the welcome letter, my math lab instructions, the step-by-step, the online syllabus, and the tentative schedule. And then if you want to chat in real time, we can do that if we're both on Canvas. So you can check and see if I'm on Canvas and chat, and I'll be happy to chat with you. So if you'd like to make an appointment to do that, feel free, and we can do that. The cool thing about online is I will be going out of town for some time, but I'll still be available online, so that's pretty cool. Starfish I use if you are doing fabulously. I'll use it to send you kudos. And if you're struggling, I will use it to send flags that just say I'm worried about your attendance or I'm worried about your progress in the course. And it also goes to a counselor who will contact you and see if we can help get you some resources to be successful. Then this is the most awesome button, tutor.com online tutoring. Sierra College has paid for you to have 8 hours of free online tutoring. So you pick your topic of math, you select your subject of algebra, and you enter your question here and connect now. And students have told me so far it's working pretty well and they're satisfied with the results. So hey, it's free. Why not use this? So this is where you can get to the tutor.com free online tutoring. And then I also want to show you the assignments area. So the assignments that you will be turning in on Canvas are these graphs for these 6 sections. And then section 5.6 is polynomial long division. So I just want to see your polynomial long division procedure so I can make sure it's understandable and well laid out and neat, and so I can give you feedback about that. So when you have finished your graphs for section 2.7, you click here on this assignment, and this is where you're going to submit your graphs. So the graphs are from my math lab, and the first few problems need to be worked in my math lab and on paper. And the reason I've done that is so you'll know for sure what the solution should look like, but it just gives you more practice graphing. And then there'll be a few problems that I have created that don't have my math lab solutions available so that I can check and make sure that you can graph lines. So read the instructions carefully so you get full credit. I want you to use pencil only. Label x-axis on the right and y-axis at the top. There's a reason for that. You label the positive direction. Use a scale that makes your graph work well. Use lots of graph paper. Don't worry about trying to fit 6 graphs on one sheet of paper. Bigger is usually better for understanding the graph and having it be clear and beautiful for the reader. Really, it's most important that the reader can understand the graph, not that you can understand the graph, but nobody else can. So use 1 box equals 1 unit, unless that makes the graph gigantic, which isn't going to happen in this class, or it makes it itty bitty, in which case you might want to make 2 boxes equal 1 unit so that it makes the graph bigger and you can put a 0.5 accurately on the graph. Use a straight edge to draw the axes, the x-axis and the y-axis, and your line. I am really strict about this. It's important to me that the line be straight, because in a section further on, you're going to be drawing two lines and trying to find the point where they intersect. And if the lines aren't straight, that's going to be really hard to find. Please put the problem number at the upper left corner of the graph so I can figure out which problem I'm looking at. You can put multiple graphs on a single sheet of paper as long as they're not crowded. And then here's the link again for the free graph paper. And then use your phone or camera to take a picture of your work, or you can scan it. Before you send them, please make sure your images are clear and easy to read. Sometimes if there's not enough light on the image, or you're too far away or too close, or your camera is tilted, it makes it kind of hard to read. So make sure that I can easily read it. If it's not readable for me, I'll just send you a message through Canvas that says please resubmit it, but it will be considered as on time as long as the first time it was submitted was on time. I'll put your scores in my math lab. So the score in Canvas always will be a 0, and that's just for me to keep track that I've looked at your work. And then you can keep reworking the assignment until you get it perfect if you like. So I'll send you messages in Canvas. I don't have any to show you right now, but when you submit them, I'll see your name up here and I'll see your work, and then here's where I'll put a comment, and then I'll submit the comment, and then you can go into Canvas and see the comments that I've made. So let me show you in my math lab what the assignment looks like. So when you get to these, you'll be prepared. So the first one was section 2.7. So I'm going to go to the homework for section 2.7. And you will need to work up to this section. Whoops. I need the one that says 2.7 graphs. So graphs for 2.7. And here's question 1. And you can see that this is a regular looking my math lab question, but it says up here work on graph paper. So I want you to solve this problem and I want to see your work, but you can check your answer here. So 2.7 actually is not graphing yet. This is, it is graphing, but it's single number lines. So I want to see your work though and see all the steps for how you got to it and your solution. So then here's the right arrow that can get me to from problem to problem, or you can pull down and see all of the problems. So now let me show you number 8. Here's just a problem with no answer here. So this is one that I want you to work. It's number 8, so you'll number it on your paper, and then you're going to send me all that work at the same time. It can be on multiple sheets of paper, but it's one assignment. So please put it in the Canvas assignment as one assignment. If you're having any trouble at all getting the assignment loaded, let me know. Most students find it's pretty straightforward, and Canvas has really good help features. So here's the help button in Canvas, and you can look things up. You can also just go to Google and say, ask Google, how do I upload a picture in Canvas? And you'll be amazed that, wow, here it is right here. So that's a great way to figure out how to do things. So while we're on the subject of other useful websites, let me show you some other useful websites. Khan Academy, many students find helpful. These are little movies similar to the ones I will make that we're writing on a tablet. So if you go to Khan Academy, you can go to subjects and go to algebra and go to topics, algebra basics, algebra 1, algebra 2, graphing lines, and he has lots of little videos here that you can watch and listen to. Then some other sites students have told me are helpful are Wolfram Alpha. So Wolfram is the old name for the element tungsten, wolframalpha.com. So this site is like a brilliant math engine. It has a computer algebra system working behind it. So you can ask it all kinds of things. You can say, draw 2 red isohedrons, and it thinks for a minute, and then it says, I can do that. Here we go. Here's two red icosahedrons. So it's pretty cool. You can ask it to graph things. So you can ask it to graph y equals 2x plus 3. And it'll show you a graph. If you don't happen to have a calculator handy, it could simplify fractions. So if it doesn't simplify, it'll just show you the same number again. So this could be really handy. And then the other handy site I want to show you is desmos.com. This is an online graphing calculator that's free. So start graphing, and you can graph y equals 3x minus 4, and it will show you the graph. So you can also get an app on your phone. It's free, and it's Desmos, D-E-S-M-O-S. So if I can give you any other resources that are helpful, please let me know, and I'm really looking forward to working with you.